Hi guys, how are you all doing? Welcome to our midnight session. How una dey? Okay, so I stumbled upon this story. Very popular American actor, comedian, Marlon Wayans, in an article taken from the New York Times, May 2024, the actor was quoted saying, I never got married because I never wanted my mother to be jealous of a woman. I never wanted my mother to feel second to any woman. I never wanted my mother to feel second to any woman. According to this article, should this article be true, then I think we've got a problem on our hands. In as much as parents, especially mothers, should strive to be the love of their children's lives, there's got to be somewhere where a balance comes in. If not, your child, as a baby, you literally have no one but your mom. Farm boy says, you know they sleep. He spelled the no Know. You were sleeping in English class. That's why you're typing nonsense in my life. You know they sleep. You know no book. You know no book. Really. So, as a mother, before I go any further, let me ask you, do you think it is okay for a grown man to say that he didn't get married because he didn't want his mother to feel jealous? Do you think it is okay? Let me bring in people. Let me not even talk too much. A grown man, do you think it is okay for a grown man to say, Chichi, you don't off light, on that light, work day.
Yes, I did sleep. I did for my room. I'm sleeping.
On that light, work day, work full everywhere.
Bro. Yeah, I'm sleeping. Yeah, let me just control this. Things besides relocated. And quite frankly, I don't know how we are allowing these camps on folks when all the aforementioned activity. Okay, let me just get ready and I'll come. Let me get ready. I'll be here. I'm just listening now. I'll turn the light on.
That's what they say when they want to run.
Yeah. Let me tell you, I'll turn the light on in a few minutes. I didn't join from the beginning, though.
Don't worry, I'll recite it to you.
Okay. Let me put on the light.
Mm-hmm.
This is not coming up. Is it bright enough?
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Show me now. Where is the light? Ofure.
Yes, I need to plug it in. So.
Yeah. Or just don't back the light.
Is this better? Let me put it on. I'm coming. That's fine, right?
Yeah. Okay, so you're good now? All right, so let me read the topic to you if you're
No,
just
give me 1
joining.
minute. I'll be in the light in a few minutes. Just a few minutes.
Please, Nigerian boys, don't be sending me requests. Don't be sending me requests. As I don't see that request, we just come in and no say you no go get light. You go come the struggle. The thing go come the roll like this. You will no get data. You not gonna get light. What do you want to come and talk? Ooh. Once you guys are ready, let me know. Uh-huh. Please turn on your lights. We're waiting for Chichi Obama. Okay.
Hello, Dr.
How are you doing?
Fine. Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, Fure, we can't see you. Oh, sorry, that's Tonia. Tonia, we can't see you.
I'm right here. No, that's not me because my camera is on.
That's Sonia.
Sonia.
Tonia. Okay, so it is Sonia that we can't see. Sonia, where are you? Put on your camera.
Okay, 1 minute. I'm almost out. I'm almost out. I just don't want to turn the light on.
Okay, no problem. So we're waiting for Sonia and...
Daddy, please, I will join later.
Okay, okay. So the question is, popular new American actor Marlon Wayans said, I never got married because I never wanted my mom to be jealous of a woman. I never wanted my mother to feel second place to any woman. He never wanted his mom to feel second to any woman. What are your thoughts? Aside from this sounding very, very agigi, how can, you know what? Chichi, what are your thoughts? Imagine what a man said, that he never got married because
I have a lot of pillows on my daughter's room. She's not here. I'm gonna stay here. Um, that's just dumb. I don't know. Everybody have their own preferences. Knowing guys for who they are. Come on now. Guys are very, you know what. So for him to say that it's either he's agege and he's just using his mother to not to come out of the closet, and then or he has a mental problem. One or the other. That makes sense. It's knowing guys. Oh, come on. No, guys are like. So you say you don't want to get married because you don't want your mother to feel jealous. That don't make no sense. Your mother will always be your mother. There is you can't no comparison. That don't make no sense. Guys are very thirsty people when it comes to females. So if they don't get married, that wishy-washy thing, he's just using his mom to do cover up. Let's be real. Mm-hmm. The mom is the cover up. Unfortunately, he just wanna, out, bro. It's either he's gay or.
let me ask you a question. How close would your husband be to his mother-in-law for it to be a problem?
My mother-in-law. Ah. Wait, are you saying it's mother or my mother? If
Your
we're
mother.
married?
No, his mother.
Oh, let me tell you. Do you know some mothers sleep with their son? What? You never heard that before? I've seen, one of those Facebook stories, but I've seen it in a movie, but I've heard it like real life. So being too close, that's when you have to be like, what really watch them to see how close they are, because a lot of things do happen. I'm telling you, I've seen that real life before. Even in the US, a boy that sleep with his own mother, even with his own sister. So you actually experienced the seat. I've heard the story before, like twice. One, they are Black Americans. The other one, I can't remember what countries. I haven't. I've read it, but it's one of those. Because being that close is not.
Now another place we don't enter now. Make person
There's
they
so much
bench
something
mama.
behind that.
That one another level. Oh. Make person they bench mama.
Ah, that's obsession now. That means two of them.
Shit, not even obsession we go call them.
No. They need to check themselves in a mental hospital. They have mental problems. That one is over love. No, it's not love, my dear. There's no this love. One. No, that's what I'm saying. It's overly love. There's so much females to go around the world for you to go around and so it's some level of psych issues. That's it now. When they love their mother too much, they feel like, oh, maybe doing that with their mother is love or something, but come on now, it's not that serious.
Because for me, yeah, it takes a very special kind of stupidity.
Exactly.
For you to say you don't want to get married because you don't want somebody to come second to your mom. Now, unless you bench your mama, now if you make that kind of mumu statement.
Or the person is gay, you see that it's true, because at the end of the day, nobody will take a place of your mother. And nobody is trying to
So
take
why is your mother? So unless the
mother.
place of your mother is contestable, meaning
there has to be a boundary now. There has to be something. Oh, come on. It's so gay. It's so sounding so gay. It's so bad that there's no other way to think about it. That's it. It's either the two, because that's not normal.
Now.
I'm not trying to be nobody's mother.
Let me say something.
So disgusting. Your mom, wait for you everywhere, don't start that. I beg, please. If I was a man, my choice of women would be. Please. I mean, what would be so intriguing about your mom if it's not mental problem?
Now, another thing that we need to take into consideration, and that is the question that I want to ask you. As in, what level of closeness would you see a guy having with his mom? Like,
that will become a problem.
That, for instance, would you break up with a guy if he carried his mom on his head? You know those kind of guys that any decision they want to make, their mother will be consulted.
Yeah, that's the number one red flag. If you date someone and you see that. No, I'll break up. There's nothing wrong with loving your mother, but no. Your mother every minute. I'm not trying to hear that. No, I'm not. Wait, have you guys heard a story about a guy was sleeping with his mother-in-law and she got pregnant? And when the daughter found out, she committed suicide.
She by herself. Hey, careful. You can't say those words.
Like, I don't know if it's 20-story building.
You hold on. You can't say all those things like say person by himself. You can only you have to code it.
You have to code the language. I'm sorry. I forgot. It's my first time joining somebody's life. I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah, so and they're from Ghana.
Now,
this happened in, I think,
US. A guy sleeping with his wife's mom is disgusting, but at least it's somebody out of your family. Because some people, they marry their mama age. You understand? And some people find older people exciting. But when na your own blood mama, na there the problem be. It's not
Yeah,
right, oh,
that's
God forbid, why should you be sleeping with your wife's mother? All those wife's mother, wife's sister, wife's daughter, they should be off the menu.
yeah. It's the love they don't want to break. Whatever love they're doing, that does not want to be broken. So I think that's what actually leads to that. But
Now, you see, there are many things that men do out of the stupidity of men just being men. But you see, a man, and women listening to me right now, I need you to be very focused. A man that has a certain level of attachment to his mother at a certain age is worrisome. I ask you a question. If your husband has money to buy a car, who should he buy the car for? You or his mom?
first of all, that's his mom. He's free to buy a car, but you're supposed to have already bought a car for your mother before you start looking for your wife. And when you marry, you're supposed to buy a car for your wife. So it's not something you have to be thinking, would you want to buy a car for? You're supposed to have already bought a car for your mother before even meeting somebody you want to marry.
And for me, is okay, what if he didn't have money to buy his wife a car until he met you?
Yes, like the mother.
He
And
didn't
we
have
buy
money.
two now. Buy one, get one free. Buy one for his mom, buy one for me.
What if he didn't have
Madam, why are
money?
you being so? You're trying to be diplomatic here. Spill the place. The guy has money to only buy one. Who would they buy for? That's the question. To buy one. You're not asking him to buy two. He's going to choose. Well, me, I don't know. He's going to. No, if you had a boyfriend or a guy, you people, okay, let's say why husband. Because if we say why a girlfriend, I think it throws the whole thing off. If they say wife, and you're the wife and you have a husband, he has money to buy one car. Oh, so now he's thinking he has to buy only one between you and the mom. Who do you think the guy should buy for, the wife or the mom? Um, hmm. That's the question he's asking. Well, I will not like that one is hard to answer. But let me say, if he has, why is it hard to answer? Why is it hard to answer? It will be as if you. Okay, the thing is, if the man has a car and we have one car, he could buy. But if he's choosing to buy for his wife, well, that's his decision. So you're saying that if you have a son now and your son is married and he hasn't bought you a car and he then buys his wife car before you, will you be upset? Not really.
Not really, but you'll be slightly upset.
Yeah, because your questions are that. If he wants to buy for his wife before me, I don't really mind. But yeah, his wife's supposed to have a car. And he's supposed to buy a car for his mom. So it's
Why
like,
is he supposed to buy a car for his mom?
if she needs the car and she's asking for it.
Where's his mom's husband?
I wonder.
No. Let's be.
Does not have money. That's a good question. I wonder. Where's your husband? This question that's what I'm saying, is a little bit like too hard to answer. But you know, if the mother's husband does not have money to buy, then
So here's the thing, yeah. A man should put his house in order first. Now, if you and your wife are sharing a car, it means you are not rich enough to buy your mother a car. if you and your wife
The
are
husband should have bought
sharing
her
a
woman.
car, meaning unless you live in a place like London where you don't need more than one car, and cars are actually stressful because it's cheaper and faster to use public transportation unless you are traveling, then the situation is different. If you live in somewhere like Nigeria where car is a necessity, if you haven't bought your wife a car yet, it means you can't afford to have two cars.
True.
Now, your mother can come and meet you. That's why, like the other lady said, it is a bit dicey. If your mother comes to meet you and says, my son, there is this car I want to buy. It is 5 million naira. I have raised 3 million. Please give me 2 million so that I can go and buy the car. What's the difference between that and buying the car for your mom? That means your mother already has something, meaning she will not rely on you to maintain the car. She just needs you to top up her money to buy the car. That's a totally different thing. You see, and no liability be like motor for this life.
Are you kidding me?
You go do insurance. You go maintain. You understand? You go service. People that buy luxury cars for their parents that are jobless. I wonder how, as in, which kind brain una get. You go buy Range Rover for your mama, you buy Benz for your mama, and your mama no get work. You don't buy, if you get one Benz before, you don't buy two. Now you go maintain now.
Of course now.
Now you go maintain now. So a man that wants to buy, good morning, Kerry. A man that wants to buy a car for his mother should be rich. You can't be struggling and then you want to buy your mother a car to show your mother that you are a good child.
It's just not.
And your wife doesn't have a car.
Our parents have this, and the comment section. I'm really happy with what I'm saying. That means most people, not most, I say some people or few people are getting it now. You understand? Our parents has a way of that emotional blackmail, making you like, oh, I took care of you. I didn't have anything. I did that. I did this. So
why you don't carry me go give for orphanage then? Why you get belle? Why you allow man sleep with you get belle?
If we all in that, we have all been in that situation where our parents like, hey, why would you do this without doing for me first? You understand? Why did you do that? Do this? So it's more of like emotional.
I think that is parental. I would like to describe that as parental entitlement.
Yes. And a lot of our parents have it. A lot of, including mine. A lot of them, they think. So if you don't nip it in the bud early, letting them know, hey, this is how it's gonna go. They will keep coming at you like, oh, you have to do this. You must do that. I'm your mother. I did this for you. I paid your school fees when I didn't have this. Why would you do this to me? This that look at they will come and start blackmail. Actually, they do it more to their male children. They don't do it. The female children, they and their parents always get. Females can always get.
You think they do it more to their male child or the female? I think it's female.
No, they do more to their male child. They do it more to their male child.
Okay, so that's why you see some. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so let me tell you a similar story. I have a Mercedes Benz, right? I've had it since 2022, and I know how much I paid for that car. It is not cheap at all. It was like, Lord knows how much, but then I was like, when my mom, because I live in the US, so my mom came, I was like, I want to change my car to like a different, the higher model of that. She was like, oh, I should give it to her. I'm like, huh? I told her I gave her discount. I told her if you have 70 million, you should give me. I thought I can't give her the car for free. Because first of all, she doesn't drive herself no more because she uses glasses now. But I told her then, a driver, she will give them a car. They just use the car like they don't care like how much it costs, you know. They every time the car is in the mechanic. It's a Toyota Sienna she has. My staff bought it for her. Every time the car is a mechanic, they just treat the car like trash, like it's a toy car. I thought that if I give you this Mercedes, can you be able to maintain it? Because it's not cheap to maintain a Mercedes. And I told her, no, I'm not giving it to her.
It's not cheap.
Yeah. Right.
Some people will tell you that you did bad. Some people will tell you that you did bad.
Either way, it's not cheap to maintain a Mercedes. Any luxury car is not cheap.
Mostly in Nigeria.
So it's not even Nigeria. And then their parents, at a point, you know, they feel so. The fact that you bought it, they expect you to take care of everything that comes with it.
Right.
So
then I'll be responsible for it.
why
Some people, they code
buy
their money from
your
their parents. Some people have money, but they don't want their parents to know because they feel that if their parents know, they'll begin to bill.
To be honest,
They
I
will
have
use
a
it for
friend.
ATM machine. World Bank ATM.
Yes. Yeah, let me tell you this story. This one is like, she was telling me this thing. You know, she goes to parties and stuff like that. She will not post it because the minute she posts it, hey, wahala. The whole family will come to her.
My family is like that. That's how I every post
She
pictures.
has money to buy this type of hair, and they are suffering.
Yeah, but they don't know how you struggle for the money. They see you wear clothes, they'll be like, oh, you wear expensive clothes. Even though it's expensive, I did not buy it expensive. I have to pay, wait for when it goes on sale. I don't just waste money to buy expensive clothes. No, that's how I barely post because they will have something to say.
So because of that, I was like, we went to a party together. I was like, post that out. She said, Clara, post. That she can't post though. That if she posts, now wahala. That her family, everybody will come for her. I say, well, I guess maybe you're not the type that speak up. Maybe I speak up. If you come at me, I will come at you like.
Waiting concern me and family, no pass bread and butter.
I have to learn that too. You can't be that nice every time.
Waiting concern me and family, no pass say I never chop. You understand?
My mouth is sharp.
There is no conversation that joins me and family with luxury. Say,
I know
you want to drive Benz.
So you want me to wear clothes from the twist store? No, I'm going to wear what I want to wear. It's my money.
Yeah. If you dress some kind of way, you wear some kind of hair, they will think you have this kind of money.
You have money packed somewhere.
Like what? I'm like, no, don't. Mainly when my family don't do that because they know better. Because I work too hard to be where I'm at. I don't scam. I'm a legit person. I do whatever I'm doing. So anytime I decide to go on vacation or do anything, because when of my family,
vacation, they'll be like, oh, you're in London. Please. What are you doing in London? Oh, you are here. Sometimes I don't post. I post like after many months ago. I look like a lot of mountain spirits on this Instagram. I barely post my stuff. I post like after. That I went to, last year I came back, I went to Imo State where my church was having a program.
Now, Wale asks a question. Wale asks a question. He says, how are we supposed to say thank you to our parents for raising us well? Like you know your parents gave you the best. There's a very good answer.
That's their job.
Hold on.
That's their job.
It is by giving your children the best. Reward for your parents giving you the best is you giving your children the best. You are not MMM that your parents invested in so that they could reap in the future.
True.
They sowed into your life so you could build the next generation. They built your generation so you could build the next generation. I say this all the time because I used to say this a lot. If you have two Nigerian parents, you will never understand what I'm telling you. Once you just get two Nigerian parents, because both their mentality are the same. Since my mama don't born me, I never give my mama money before.
Wow.
I've
Me, I
never
don't give,
given my
but
money. I've,
I
because, let me give you an example. My mother is a professor of law. My mother is a vice chancellor of a university. My mama they work out with convoy. My mama they work out with police escorts. How much you get where you want to give her something?
Yours is different now. Everybody
Do you understand what
parents
I'm
doesn't
saying?
go with convoy.
What me I'm saying is, what do I want to give my mother that is it 100,000 or 1 million that I want to give my mother? If you give my mother money, now dash go dash person. You understand? Because whatever my mother needs, she has. Make I give you example. My son is turning 10. My mother don't buy laptop for him. Brand new laptop.
He's too young to have a laptop.
No, they require
Is he
laptop
too
for their
young at
school.
10? Are you serious?
They
10?
require it in his school. He must have a laptop. It's part of his school requirement. So he has one old laptop where we give him for house.
I think if you have, what if you're too young?
As a
They give
matter
them
of fact,
laptop in
sorry,
schools in America.
the laptop he's using now my mama still buy him for him, but that one don't old. So he don't go whining grandma say he need laptop.
But you have to monitor what he's watching because
No, of
kids
course,
they
of
learn a lot of
course,
stuff.
of course. So my question is, when you have, my mother did not build house. My mother no get a house where she built. Instead, my mother built her children. And my mother's gratification is seeing her children doing okay. Now, so in brain day. Nothing when my mother, one of my cousins, down to the burial ground where they go bury mama, mama don't buy him down. And mama don't save money down for a funeral. Say any day in buy you, make una carry this money, take do the funeral. But you see, when you are raised by Nigerians, Nigerians amaze me. Nigeria is 200 million people. We are less than 10% of China or 10% of India. But we believe the whole world thinks like us. A Nigerian man always believes that he must give to his parents luxury for them taking care of him. Please, what is your parents' job? What was the one job your parents had? Now, I'm not saying if I'm $10 and I get $10 kind of money and I want to spoil my parents, I no go spoil them. You understand what I'm saying? If I get $10 money or Dr. Ned money, and I want, but when your parents now believe that it is your duty, you see, if your man no get car, children come together, I've done it before, and buy car for a parent. But when that your parent believes that before you buy your wife car, you must buy them car first, problem don't start. When your mother can believe that buying her a car is, you see, there are things that rich people do, like having 3 children. Me, they always talk, if you not get money, you have no business giving birth to a third child. Third child, now like Mercedes Benz. If you don't get money, they enter their shop. Third child, now first child, necessity. Every human being must reproduce. Second child, now spare tire. Make it not be say you born only one. Once you don't they born 3 children, you must get money. Dr. Ned, how are you doing, brother? Once you don't they say you don't sit down with your wife, say, "Mo born another child." That's why that guy when wife buy, we not get 500,000 to put down as deposits. That's why I have a problem with it. If it's your first child, I understand. If it's your second child, I can manage. Why are you having 3 children? You see, third child, now say, if they say your wife get complication, they need to fly them abroad. You suppose get the money down. People where they struggle, not suppose get 3 children.
TF is not even a matter of struggling. I think 2 children for me,
How many children do you have? How many children do you have?
3.
But you,
and I'm paid dearly for it.
What do you mean paid dearly for it? Our brother Wale has joined us.
Hi, DF.
How are you doing, Wale?
Good evening, everybody. I'm fine. Are you?
Me, I have no
Okay.
kids.
I'm not looking at it.
So if I know what I know now, I only have 2.
Let's hear Wale. Wale, go
It's your
ahead.
choice.
I'm not
Me, I want to
looking
have
at
5 or 6.
No problem. You see, me, let me tell you something.
We are 8 in my family.
Let me tell you
so
what I
don't-
did. Let me tell you what I did to my own children. I gave them their younger brother to raise. May see as it be. The best thing you can do for your children is, if you don't born 2, just born 1 baby. Can't give them to your children to raise. Now then they wake up. You think baby Freeze gets up in the morning at 5 o'clock to go to school. Now his sisters, they get up with time. You think say me I go get up? You think say mama will get work, go get up? The mama already get up. Now me know they agree am. So when they raise pikin, you know see baby Freeze, I tell her, I say, your mama will get another pikin. Baba throw tantrum. Say lie. Even the children, none of my children go tell you say they want born. Worst case scenario be say they want born 1, they want adopt. None of my children, if I go interview all of them for your front, say they want born 3 children. None of them. Because I let them, you see, sometimes you don't understand something until you actually partake. They see that a child is not a joke. It's not a joke. My wife owns a culinary academy. My wife owns a catering outfit and a culinary academy. Every weekend, waiting my pikin go chop for school. They don't cook him down because they give him fruits, they give him a piece of chicken and something else. My wife stopped before I used to pack Capri Sun. We don't realize that sugar. So my wife gives him food like 1 apple, 1 piece of chicken, and then maybe meat pie. And they go cook everything from house. They go put everything. So in the morning, you go warm them. Now, we live in a country where children wake up at 5 a.m. to go to school. It's one of the madness of Nigeria. If you not wake up that 5:30, you know reach school. So by the time your children raise their brother,
Yeah, because of traffic or what?
because of traffic.
Oh, okay.
Because of traffic. So, it's not like abroad where your child, that's why abroad where you live, where you live now determine the school where your pikin go. So that it can be close enough for your child. That kind of baby Freeze, if you say now abroad, you don't they go school by himself.
Well, there are rules here.
No, they have school bus that
If
picks
your
students up.
child is getting on the school bus, there are times if they miss it, you have to be the one to do the school runs.
But not
Mhm.
for a 10-year-old.
My kids, my daughter is gonna be 6 in August.
I'm talking. My son is going to be 10. By the time you don't reach 10.
I know. What I'm saying is, I'm still corroborating what you're saying, that regardless of that is Nigeria or abroad, there is the time for the school bus to be at the bus stop. They have to be there. If they don't, the parent would have to make that run. And if they miss it at a certain point, they will take them off the school at the bus. Because there are other children who probably want to benefit from that, but now they have a list of it from the beginning of the session for the number of children going on school buses. But the main topic, my take on it is a little different. And what I'm saying is, let me give you this analogy. There was a year, it was me alone, young man, making that cash, and I was in Switzerland. On getting to Europe, within 3 days, I'd already spent like £5,000, £5,000, on myself. And when I was about to leave at the airport, I went inside a swatch shop. I was just looking. I didn't want to anyways because I'm not really. I did stress in uni. So I got the okay that look, you all this money for yourself, why you not gonna buy something for mother? With that, I turned back, went back to the much from my mom, things like that.
That is
And
normal. That is
also,
perfect.
my own thing is the times we're growing, we didn't know our parents can make wrong decisions by being carefree. If they had the money to send you to, for instance, continuous education class that makes you brighter, makes you perform ahead of other students, and they chose to use the money on Ashwebi, you wouldn't know at that time. But the reflection of what they did at the time is, manifesting in your life today by coming out good in your class, by, being a bright child, eventually a great adult, making waves in life. I think it's okay to say thank you back. Not that you are placing them on some kind of benefit or you have to, they are a better
Wale,
priority over your own
Wale,
immediate
do you know that
family.
me and you are saying the same thing? Let me ask you a question. This story you told us a little
Yeah.
bit of something before. You said there was a time when you don't chop money, you don't burn 5K pounds. What you did is perfect. My question is, when you never make money, you won't come they buy your parents gifts when you have not yet arrived. You see, there's a gift for every level. My children bought on my birthday, my children that are not working, out of the money where they give them as allowance, came together and paid for a spa session for me.
And
So at
appreciation.
every level, you can buy a gift. But you see, a gift like a car gift, a gift like gold, if you never chop belly full, your wife never chop belly full, you know fit they buy your mama gold. You understand what I dey tell you? I don't know whether what I'm
Yeah,
saying
no,
is making sense.
yeah, it does. It does.
But now imagine say as you did like this, you they drive Benz. Your wife they drive Highlander. One day you can't see your mama for bus stop, they enter bus. Then you can't go look for car. You can't see maybe nice, small, cute car. Buy for your mama. It makes 100% sense. Your mother should not be entering bus while you are alive. You understand? At least give her the motor. Make it be say she don't want drive. She prefer to enter bus. At least make that provision. Now, sometimes you alone as a child cannot do it alone. You have other siblings. Make all of them come together. Make una levy una self. Say, okay, oh, this car we won't buy for my mama na 9 million naira. As firstborn, I dropped 3 million. Secondborn say, okay, me, I drop 2 million. That's 5 million. Thirdborn say, me too, I go do like secondborn, I drop 2 million. That's 7 million. Then the last born comes in, now only 1 million he get. Okay, we'll hustle the rest. Is also a different scenario. Because I've also realized that in Nigeria, our parents have no benefits. So unless you are particularly wealthy, by the time you take care of your parents, if you have a parent above 60, medicine alone, unless they are not hypertensive and diabetic, and most of them are by the time they enter 55, 60, only their medication in 1 month is like 100,000 naira. Unless you don't want to buy the medicine complete. Now, by 60, another problem we have with our parents is most of our parents are retired.
Yes.
Abroad, 70-year-old man still they work.
Can still catch something.
They still working. Bill Gates, Bill Gates, Google Bill Gates' age.
And if they are not working at 65, Social Security kicks in. They get some check at the end of the month.
Bill Gates is 69. He
But
still a
it's
work.
who is the person that work that is getting social security.
Hold
If
on.
you don't work or don't have no
Warren
income
Buffett.
for all your life, you can't get that.
Is there anybody that
But
will
Warren
work
Buffett is
all their
94.
life?
He still works.
Some people,
Are
I've
Afe
seen someone
Babalola.
that did not work.
Are Afe Babalola is 100 years old. His official age is 92 or 93.
I think he's 90.
His official age, but he's about 100. His children will tell you that their father is more than 100 years old. If you call Afe Babalola at 1 a.m., he's still in his office. 100-year-old man. My mother turned 70 this year. My mother goes to bed like 1 a.m. If I call my mother at 12 o'clock, my mother will say, I'm about to start driving from the office to the house. Once I get home, I will call you. Or once I have people around me. Once I get inside my car, I will call you. Even my dad is still working at 80. It's just that my dad's work is not generating much, but we encourage him to work so that he stays alive. But my dad at 80 still works. Now, 90% of Nigerian parents, once they turn 60 like this, they've retired and they don't turn their children responsibility. So, minimum, unless while Chichi does, are your parents hypertensive and diabetic? Wale, are your parents hypertensive and diabetic?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my dad was.
Yeah.
So just their medicine in 1 month, unless you no want buy them complete, you go spend 100,000 naira. So if you are not rich, you cannot spend 100,000 naira, then be repairing Benz. You weigh your salary na 500,000 naira.
To
You
repair
cannot buy
Benz
your
is
parents a
not
car.
100K.
Eh?
To repair Benz is not 100K.
It's not 100K.
Only the brakes only
Wait,
cost
wait.
over $1,000.
The lady here said something earlier. So well, I mean personally, I just have to limit this to me. I feel like there's no point if I'm living in that level of comfort, not to extend it to my loved ones. And my loved ones includes my mother. That's the only living parent I have right now. And it's not about sentiment. Once the home front is taken care of, I can give anything I so wish for me.
Yeah, that's good too, but
You see,
Like
When
me,
you talked about-
like me,
when
I
you
have
talk about-
I have a couple of siblings in Nigeria, and when I told them just to be nice, I'll shelter the ones that cannot pay for shelter. I'll take care of your shelter, and I'll take care of so that you will have a good place to live. I'll take care of that. I'll pay your children's school fees so that they have a good school to go to. Don't anything after that. I already made up my mind that they know me. They don't even need to remind me. I know. But don't come and tell me. There's one day my brother took a picture where he's soaking Gary. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
Gary is food.
He just tried to blackmail me emotionally, but I already blocked that part of myself. That I'm paying for your shelter. That's the main thing. I'm paying for your children's school fees. All you need to do is take care of your family day-to-day runnings, and then you're sending me picture of Gary.
To be honest, you're doing more than. I mean, this is a man, right? You're doing more than enough. I don't think I'll do that.
At least go look for a job. Do something. Even though you bring little of income, you have 2 hands, 2 legs.
My thing is, I don't want the children to go to a lesser kind of school. So I want them to be in at least, because as ZF said, you have to because the generation has to move forward, and the only way for generation to move forward is good school will actually help. You understand? Don't go and put them because they will put in children in a slum school where they will not be able to gain anything. So I understand the advantage of education much to know that a good school matters. So the school that they are going to is way above their pay grade, which I am ready to foot. I took it upon myself. It's not like they have too many kids, no. So I'm ready to do that because I understand that we are paying forward. But don't come and I know some people every 2 weeks that they get their check here. You see how they're spreading the money like they're eating DF Sunday spread. They will give to their
You see,
dad.
Wale said
They'll give to
something.
the
He
boss.
said, if you are enjoying a certain level of luxury, you understand. Now, for me, eh, if I have a parent that did take care of me and sacrifice for me, they will enjoy luxury. If I had a parent that did not sacrifice for me, they will enjoy the basics. No matter what my
That's
papa do
what
me, no
That's
matter
what the
what my
question
papa
I
or my
wanted to
mama
ask.
do me.
What of if they don't?
Hold on,
They'll do
no
nothing
matter
for
what
you.
my papa do me, even if my papa no send me go school, I still owe him food, shelter, and medicine in old age.
absolutely.
But you see, when my
And that's
father
something too.
bought buy car for me for university, he didn't have to buy a car for me for university.
He did.
My father didn't, my mom did. But
They
I'm
did not
saying
buy
if my
bicycle for
dad
us too.
did, and then in old age, I can also decide to reciprocate what you see. You get waiting your parents do will be necessity, and you get waiting your parents do will be luxury for you. So
Luxury.
you too can now
Yes.
decide that even though I'm doing this for my kids, I have some extra. Let me also indulge my parents. There's one thing I learned: buying your parents a Jeep so that they can enjoy your level of luxury sometimes is not a luxury,
It's a waste of time.
it's a waste of time. Instead of
Because
buying, you see, cars like Corolla, that Uber Corolla, where any mechanic fit put hand inside,
No, Toyota brand is the best thing to use in Nigeria because the parts are much
and
cheaper.
buy them one that is very grade. You see, what Nigerians do is they'll buy a low grade Jeep. Maybe say they buy their parents' Jeep. Then the Jeep will work 2 days, mechanic 1 day, 2 days, 1 day. Instead of buying a low grade,
yeah, if you like say you get some people where you say, I this thing, my boy was asking to buy their parents Sequoia. I said that's a dead V880 for why? He pressured me so
Sequoia.
the guy where I Baba the year 178,000 miles. I said Baba you buy
That one is dead now. No.
it will still run. It will run, but you know
But
that
do you know
You
all
see?
these cars that have high mileage, they intend to take more gas? People don't know that. You
Yes,
can't buy a
now.
car with high mileage. If
Now,
a car is not below 20,000 miles, I don't buy it.
now, in Nigeria, a 200,000 mile Toyota Matrix, Corolla, eh, I even saw one the other day, Starlet. Very cute. No matter the mileage, now Toyota.
they can run
Now,
up
when
to
you begin to buy
700,000 miles.
Benz, never buy a Benz above 50k miles. A very used, well used one, maybe 70k
No,
miles.
20K,
no, wait,
less
wait,
than
yeah.
20, less than 30.
In
If you want to enjoy.
2015, I saw 1979 230 with 1 million mileage service history. It couldn't fit, it's an analog odometer. Now they have the service history from when the man bought it, so they brought it to the car show. Engine is spanking clean, runs smooth, no sound, no any crinkling sound in the engine. Benzes too can do high miles. They have to have top notch
You
service
have to
history.
have top-notch service. You have to maintain it. So you see, for me, once motor don't pass 100,000 miles, I know they look the mileage again. Raise that engine, make I hear.
Yeah.
I go conk the body around to see where the body feel a day. I will look for rust. A clean 150,000 mile car, well used, first body, clean body, is better than a badly used 40,000 mile car.
That's right.
Let me tell you something. My Toyota Camry, now 35,000 miles. I bought it brand new in 2009. Where they go? It's 35,000 miles. That car,
in Nigeria.
That car, a Tokumbo with 100,000 miles is better than that car. Because I don't paint them like 4 times.
Oh, Lagos, they go pass on, yeah.
You understand? I don't do full body like 4 times. So a Tokumbo, you go see 100,000 mile. In fact, you go see 200,000 mile Camry where they never paint them before.
But be ready to spend money on gas.
No, not all the time.
Not all the time.
We just said it. See, my boy that bought the Sequoia, one Sequoia is big engine, V8. It's not good for, I mean, you won't show, say you get big car, fine. But you could buy for where. Where. That one, you will spend a lot on gas. But there are cars that are well maintained. I know, you see, these ES350s, I actually spoke to somebody in Lexus at the point because I had one that was running 300-something thousand miles. I just had it for knockabout for long. When we're going to the auction to buy me a new car, that time it's been a while ago in New York. I gave it to the dude that follows me to auction. He shipped it to Nigeria. I gave it to his wife living in Nigeria. She still has that car till date, and it's over 10 years. So when I spoke to someone, he said those cars can make 600,000-700,000 miles if they are well taken care of. But in Nigeria, the issue of say they cut catalytic converter, you carry and go service somewhere, somebody don't tamper with something, it would, be one of the issues why the cars will start consuming gas because it's not because they have 100,000 or 150,000 miles on them.
Let me give you an example. My 2 cars I bought brand new, as in 0 mileage. And I understand the beauty of a brand new. I'm not talking about less than brand new. You can't. There's no competition.
You enjoy the car.
There's no
But when
conversation.
you buy gas, somebody already used.
When you buy a brand new car, what you are going to be doing every year is oil change. That's what I do every year.
For the next,
Nigerians don't know what oil change is. That's why their engine always knock. Number one is oil change. You're supposed to change your oil like every 3 to 4 months.
Why would they know? They know.
Today, Lagos people
they know. Don't let them.
They don't even put water in their car. The thing will start overheating.
No, it's all those Rasley cars that they use. They know what they're doing. They're not stupid.
Some Nigerians know.
My sister said they know. They know.
But
you don't have a car, you don't know about.
Yeah, you don't get to put antifreeze in your car as often. Maybe once you go for service, they do the 4-point fluid check, top your antifreeze off is low.
That is in US, yeah, in Nigeria. Do they know that?
Yeah, but I'm saying that
they do. I'm telling you. They do. They do. Because now,
but even
most of the cars,
they don't put it every. You don't need to put it every day. The car is okay. You understand? If it's a bad car that probably has a leak in the radiator or the cooling system that will need constant topping of water, and when the car goes overheating. And sometimes because we live in a temperate zone, our cars have something called thermostats.
Yeah.
You understand? When you start it up, so it quickly activates the heat so that the engine is not frozen. Now, when it gets to Nigeria where it's really hot, it begins to walk all the way around. So some people will say take it off, but for the most part, I don't let them take it off. I just say, you know what, leave it. If you use the right answer,
it will adjust itself.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And Nigerian mechanics are very, very funny. They will tell you are using automatic, what do you call that thing? Compressor, change it to manual. I say, oh, you will put out there stupid.
I know, I wonder.
Who is driving manual?
No, they
always have it
to fix. They want to give you this funny advice about doing this. I want you to follow it. That's the beginning of problems.
That one is bad advice.
So my question is, when is it good to like if you like maybe say, okay, I have a Mercedes I just bought, like totally brand new. Um, so the guy that actually buys the cars first, like he said, after after 10,000 miles is the first
Oil change.
first
Let me
oil
correct
change or
that.
whatever.
It's 10,000 miles
Every
or 1
10,000
year,
miles.
whichever
Yeah,
comes
No,
first.
1 year is too much. It's not
And then
supposed to be.
Annually.
there are two.
Where?
No,
Hold
he
on.
said 1 year or 10,000 miles.
If you drive a car for 200 miles in 1 year, you must still service.
Yeah,
So it's whichever
because of the
comes
lifetime of
first.
the oil.
Yes.
Whichever comes first. Yeah,
And
he told me that.
and for Mercedes, you have two types of services.
There's B1.
You there is, and then you have the regular services for the regular oil change and filter. Then the B
Right.
service, A or B service, depending on what the car is saying, because sometimes it kicks off early for some cars that are probably over 20,000 miles. But if you buy your 000, you would have to do the A one first mostly. Now you take it back to the dealership. They have to do the 4-point fluid, the Trani oil, which one uses fluid again? The
Brake fluid.
rack and pinion. Whatever the 4 fluids,
So
so
somebody
check it for you.
So when is it good? After 100 miles, is it good to change your car? Like after 100 miles, right?
No, you don't even need to wait for it to be 100 miles.
Okay, wait. Mercedes, let's break it down easy. Mercedes service is usually 10,000 miles or 1 year. So if you do 200 miles, even if you do
I'm just saying in
200
general.
miles,
When you were saying 100 miles, trade it in, get another one.
no, you're not trading in.
You don't have to wait for it to be 100 miles.
Do the service A or B for you.
No, I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like in general, after 100 miles, you trade your car in.
100,000. You mean 100,000 miles?
Yeah.
You will.
Yeah, 100,000.
Depends on your driving.
It's like 5 years. Per American mileage, it's 15,000 average miles American drivers. So if you look at it like 5 years, if you've used it for 5 years, if you're tired, why not take it back? Get something newer.
But some people always put 50,000 miles in 1 year. I don't know where they go.
People they waka past people.
Are they using it for right?
Some people use it like out of state, because I've seen cars that are like newer model, and when you check the mileage, you'll be wondering how did this person acclimate all these miles. And then Mercedes, if you service A or service B, it shows on your dashboard.
Yeah.
So then when you go in, they will check it on their list to know what service you need.
But some people,
So the bottom line of
was
the thing
asking,
is,
the best thing to do is, because eventually when you pick a brand new car, you're obviously financing it. And by the time you look at the date,
not necessarily.
I mean, for the most
Some people
part,
buy cash.
I said mostly finance. You could buy cash that is fine. But look at it. If you buy cash down, it's even better. So because you are not even dealing with all the APRs and the interest and the principles of whatever. Now, why not keep the car, use it for some time? It's owned. You can sell it and still get a good deal, because you probably, if you are not a heavy user, you will still be below, within a year, you still be below 20,000 miles. If you are not a heavy user.
Oh, yeah.
Now, for someone who is financing, if you get to 100,000, which is about 5 years, and now you want to trade it back in, usually that car is going to be seriously devalued, and now you're picking up a new car at a new APR, and there's something we call MSRP. That's the current market value for the car you're buying. That would be high.
Right.
Then now it means you're paying for about the value of 4 cars in another 10 years. So the best thing is either you buy outrightly. Huh? Either you buy outrightly.
So what do you do?
Or you keep that car and pay it off. If you pick one, if you pick a car today from the dealership and you are financing, make sure you pay it off early. Let's say, for instance, your car note is $1,000.
Oh, definitely. Like
that
2
goes,
years.
That goes into the actual amount and the interest.
Accrued.
Now, by the time you are gonna go by 1,000 multiply 57 months or whatever time your lease is, you would have paid for 3 cars in total. So the way you can do it is, beginning of the month you can throw in $750. By the time the due date is approaching, throwing out that $750, you would have,
you're doubling the payments.
you would have messed their principal up plus the interest. In no time you will be paid off, and at least you own a brand new car that you started from 0, and you can still resell and carry that box on, go back to the dealership and pay for more than half or 75% of another brand new car after 5 years.
But it's good to pay more down payment, because the more you pay, the less your interest will be.
No, not your interest. Interest is by your own credits. At every point in time, today's interest rate is not the same.
Crazy,
right? So if you pay,
I don't even think they look at credit.
10,000. If you,
they say when your credit is low, they charge you more interest. That don't make no sense.
Somebody was saying something in the comment section. I never picked a car on finance before. That's what I want to make you understand.
Okay, Uncle Dangote, we know that.
No. I'm not Uncle Dangote. I buy what I can.
No, the person on the comments I'm talking about.
You understand? And one important thing is, you see, I mean, I'm not a financial advisor, but I just want to say this. We compound our financial stress by always wanting to live that life, and at the same time, of course, we're making good money. People saying, "Oh yeah, I make 200,000." By the time you look at it, you have your regular outgoing of your mortgage or rent. You have your phone bills. If you are a family person, you probably have like 5 lines on it. You have insurance to cover at least 3 or 4 cars. You have to feed. You have to clothe. Children, like we've always been saying, are no joke. You are paying a lot to at least make sure they're comfortable.
But why do you need 4 cars?
I was telling this lady said she's gonna have 6
Why
children.
do you need 4 cars?
I was telling GF that the three, if you have
blessings, so.
In a basic home, how many
children are blessings.
You have the
GF, you don't hear.
You have 2 cars already.
Husband are supposed to have 1 car each. You don't need to start, only if you are a billionaire that you can have 5, 6 cars. But if you're not, why do you want to have 4 cars?
You don't need to have 6. You can have 3 at least. If you have
6 children, that's mental problem. You're gonna
my mom has 8. Our mother has 9. My father's mother has 9. So we are used to it. My sisters have 5.
Don't worry. They know they teach person.
Before, but I changed my mind.
They know they teach person. Born the first 2.
Start one first. Start with 1.
Just born the first 2 first. You go gentle.
I'm telling you.
I love children. It doesn't matter how I have to struggle to take care of them.
It's the stress. It's the stress.
I don't need them to buy me nothing. That's why I need to build my own generation wealth. To not be looking for children to take care of me. That's the thing.
You have children. Sorry, madam. You have children now.
I'm not married, so I don't have children. I'm
Don't
not trying
worry.
to be a single mother.
Me and you will have this conversation after your second child. You will. They no go tell you.
After the first one, GF. After the first one, I know she's not that young. So with that age, me, I even started no. So I could tell that.
Even though by the time children change your body, you will say no.
You will know.
By the time your husband start cheating on
we
you,
fast, we diet. I'm used to it. So
Baba,
yeah, my body.
you cannot be used to something you have not done before.
Exactly.
Children will change your body.
They will change your body to a point where your husband go to cheat on you.
Will.
By the time you've given birth to your 5th child.
Where is it going? It's not going nowhere. Only.
Secondly, where you will find a man that will join you inside these 8 children, where you find the man, me and you will sit down and throw party.
No, I did not pay it 6. I changed it to 6.
Wherever you will find a man, a good man that is ready to have 4 children with you.
She intends to have them in this America.
4 children.
Uh-huh.
Where you will find a man that the two of you will agree to have 4
Let
children
her have one first.
in this America?
My sister, have one. When you have one,
That's why you have
then
to find
two.
a good person that we understand, that will be on the same page.
How
with
old
you.
are you?
Story.
I'm in my 30s.
And you have not found a good person till now.
Oh.
You know, before I wasn't thinking about marriage, I was just waiting. But now, I will not lie, I'm more serious now than before because my mind wasn't really there. Before.
I can guarantee you.
Marriage is not everything.
Sheme will put bet.
You are
But
already.
you can't say this year.
5 years from now,
You
you will
are
not find a
dragging
man
from their
unless you
house.
want to lie to the
I'm
man.
not dragging nobody. I'm not begging nobody to marry me.
Unless you want
God
to
will
lie to
send
the
the
man.
right person.
What state are you in? Where do you live?
California.
Oh, okay. I may have a brother for you out there. A Yoruba brother.
Ah.
Thank you, I don't want.
Why not?
No, I don't understand Yoruba like that. It's not me they will say.
So who do you want? What
I'm
kind of
Igbo,
child
so
do you
I
want?
just- Because it's even white I want to marry. If I don't see like the Nigerian person I like, so.
So you see Oyibo wey go agree to born 6.
If we agree by fire by force. When is it not me that is burning the baby? Is it him that is burning the baby? Eh?
Do you know how much that will take out of his paycheck?
God will make a way. God always make a way.
Ah, Niger mentality.
That's too risky. That's too risky.
Oh,
Make
That's
a
too
way.
risky. That's too risky.
This conversation is like. This conversation is like 2020. Where are we now? 2025. This is like
It's
1960 conversation. 1980
We are about to
conversation.
enter 2026 in.
God will provide. Who does that?
Anyway, guys, God bless you. God will provide. See you during the day tomorrow. Wale, thank you. My sister, thank you. Chichi Obama, God bless you. See you guys
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
God bless.
God